Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is a Crown 203A button. As you can see, it's got micro switches on the side. Here is one I haven't already modded. They go straight down. This looks pretty normal for a Korean style button. You can see the connections for the micro switches. However, if you compare them to the stock Saulabi buttons, you can tell the connectors on the stock Saulabi button are closer together, and therefore, if say we were to try to, now you can see I've already got my board wired. If we tried to put a crown button into the soldering terminals on the Saulabi board, it's not going to fit. So what we have to do is we have to mod these, and this is a very, very difficult process. You have to be very, very careful. You can easily break off the connections. We're going to take a pair of needle nose pliers. We're going to grab the tip of the button connection, and we're going to bend it into the center of the button. And this isn't a decent enough bend, so I'll just keep doing it. You need to put enough force into it that you're going to bend it, but not enough that you're going to bend it really fast or break it. It's very easy to break. And then we're going to do it likewise on the other side of it. So like I said, not a lot of force needed, just enough to get it to start to bend. I usually let it go back. Just let it neutralize for a second so I don't actually bend or break it off. As you can see, this one's been bended. And now if I try to put that into a buttonhole, it's going to fit. And here's another one that I've done already. Completely bent. You will not be able to get these at an exact angle, so you have to ease them in. But if I try to fit this one into a hole, yeah, it's going to fit. Okay, you can't really tell from the video too much, but I'll try and get like a craned view here. As you can see, I got a PCB Feet on this. I got these from Lizard Lick. These are the only place I think I can get them from the arcade park distributors. The PCB has been rewired to the crown buttons. So now the next stop is the joystick. Okay, now the first thing I did do with the joystick is I labeled the orientation of the stick. So as you can see, if I push the stick to the left, it's going to hit the switch that says left. I can't really show it to you. Here. It's hard to tell, but trust me on the orientation. I got L, D, U, R. So the first thing you do is you put the joystick in the mounting base. And you screw it down. Also of note is that the screws most likely are not going to go in all the way. So if that happens, don't fret. That is just the nature of the beast. It's just not going to go in. Let's try to get it as tight as possible, because as you can see, I'm pulling really, really hard on the bottom of the Fanta. I'm going to push at it from the top. It's not budging out of the mounting bracket. So we are very, very steady on that. So I'm going to realign the camera so that we can give you a good view of rewiring this. And of course, I think yeah, there we go. I just put my CD spindle on top of the I can't seem to get this reoriented. There we go. I put my CD spindle on the paper wire and wrote where each button goes, or where each wire goes. So, like I said, it's very, very important to label the orientation on the stick so you know which micro switch goes to what. So, we're going to start with down, which was the first one we unwired, and that's going to be, according to everybody, the orange wire. So we are just going to simply run that around here, put this QD on it, then we're going to go to right, and that is the red wire. So we plug that QD in over here. And if you've never modded a stick before, it doesn't matter which QD gets one, as long as you got one direction and one ground on here, it's going to be fine. Now we're going to go with up, which is the white wire. So we're going to plug that QD in right here. Didn't want to plug in. And then left is going to be the yellow wire, so we're going to plug that in right here. Alright, and that leaves our common ground, which now obviously is the only one daisy chained, and it's also going to be the black wire. As with most commercial sticks, they're going to do black for ground. That's pretty much a universal thing. So we plug one of these QDs in on each micro switch. And we now all we have to do is sturdy I'm going to use an extra set of PCB feet for this with some, until I can get some super glue, I'm going to use some electrical tape. And you can do this any way you want. Now if you use the 203As, you're not going to have to really do that. The buttons being directly soldered in will stabilize it themselves. Now if you're only going to do this for PS3, once you have stabilized this board and of course plugged in your joystick, that's all you have to do. You can just close up the Saulabi, plug it in, and play and enjoy. But of course, I'm going to walk you through the coup de grace, and we're going to dual mod this. So I'm going to show you how to dual mod it. So that's it for the main assembly. So if you're only doing this for PS3, you can stop watching. Thank you for watching. But if you want to make this work on 360 as well, please continue on.